Welcome to the Fascia-Informed Therapist, the essential podcast for occupational therapy professionals looking to deepen their understanding of fascia's pivotal role in therapy and health. I'm your host, Amy Mayer, an experienced occupational therapist, practice owner, and dedicated educator. Here we'll dive into the fascinating world of fascia, exploring its significance in the human body and its critical influence on occupational therapy practice. Each episode will bring you cutting-edge insights, expert interviews, and practical strategies to help you confidently integrate the science of fascia into your therapeutic approach. Whether you're a seasoned practitioner or just starting out, our goal is to equip you with high-quality, evidence-based, and fascia-informed continuing education opportunities that will enhance your skills and benefit your clients. So join us as we unravel the complexities of fascia and transform the way you practice occupational therapy. All health and wellness practitioners are welcome. Let's learn, grow, and evolve together. Hi, this is Amy, and this is another edition of the Fascia-Informed Therapist. And today we're talking about the Enthusiast Model. This is something I had never heard of before, and I think it's just made up by this one person who posted it because I can't find anything else about it online. But when I saw this, I loved it. And I saw it because I follow all different kinds of people online and read all different kinds of books from people in many different genres, inside and outside of OT, inside and outside of healthcare business. And I just like to get other people's ideas and then integrate them together. And so the person that I follow, and I follow him because I read one of his books a long time ago, or listened to it, I should say. I'm an audiobook listener. I don't have time or the ability to sit still very well and sit down and read books, although I do that. I do that a lot, actually, make myself do that. So this man's name is Alex Hormozi, and I'm not even sure if I'm saying it correctly, Hormozi. And he is way outside my genre in terms of business, but I found some of the things that he says really interesting, and he's just very straightforward. He's extremely young to be having so much success in business, but so anyway, I like to just listen to some of that stuff and see what I can take away from it. But anyway, I follow him on social media, and he posted something called the Enthusiast Model. And it says, you simply start talking about a topic you love, in all caps, and grow the group amongst other enthusiasts. And I thought, wow, that sounds exactly like me, because that's really why I started this podcast, just to start seeing if I can find other people out there who think the same way that I do. Because if you listen to last week's podcast, it was kind of about this, part of it was about the stigma around fascia and myofascial release practices. And that has sort of made it really hard for me to get traction when talking about fascia science because of all that stigma. And when I saw this Enthusiast Model post, I was kind of in a place where I was feeling like, I created this continuing education course with so much enthusiasm because I'm like, oh my gosh, when people understand this, it's going to blow their mind. They're going to be like, what? We thought fascia was something that was just this hard, tough stuff that you can't do anything about. And that it just covered muscles. And anyway, it's always just blown me away. And the enthusiasm comes from what I can do for my own health and what I can do to help the health of the people that I work with. So that's where the enthusiasm comes from. So when I was having this sort of down place, this downtime of, this just isn't catching on. I want people to come and take my courses and learn all this great stuff. And something else somebody said to me too. This was a mentor of mine, and I was telling her about all these ideas I was having about what you could do with this science in my profession and what other professions could do with it, like speech therapy and coaches and personal trainers and yoga people. And she said, Amy, your job isn't to come up with all those things and teach all those courses. Your job is to teach other experts about the science. She said, that's what your calling is. That's what you're supposed to be doing. So stop obsessing about all the other things that you could be doing and let other people do that. And she's right, because when I think about the level of expertise in all these different areas of occupational therapy, like brain injury, or working with people with strokes, or working with people with autism, or working with kids with sensory deficit disorders, or working with older adults with balance issues, or all these other area of expertise, Parkinson's, EDS, pelvic floor issues. Many of you have so much more expertise in those than I do. And when you know this information, it's going to give you so many ideas of how you can integrate more into your specialty. So that's the enthusiast model. But when I think about that, I'm like, okay, well, all these people in these areas of expertise probably have their own little enthusiast groups of therapists who work with people with pelvic floor issues, or pediatric therapists. So how am I going to get the attention of these people who are probably already gathered in their enthusiast group? I don't know. I actually have no idea. But when I saw his post, I'm like, okay, just keep talking and keep telling people how important it is. And hopefully the trickle will come, and then there will be sort of this convergence into understanding fascia science, and then this divergence back into your own specialty practice areas. And maybe some people will stay in the fascia world and start focusing on maybe something like what I'm doing. But I'm definitely in the fascia world, but I'm in other worlds as well. I'm in the pain management world. I'm in the wellness world. So, but fascia is the lens. Fascia is my lens, and it might just be one small piece of everything else you know in your own expertise area, but it will provide a whole new layer. So I'm slowly finding those people. I never thought I would add a therapist to my practice, and then Caitlin showed up already being enthusiastic about fascia and fascia work. And now we're taking another student who is starting in January, who sought us out and had her own experience having fascia work done on her, which made a significant difference in her life, her function, her ability to have better quality of life. And so that sort of turned her on to learning more, and she found us and convinced us that she was enthusiastic enough about it that she could join us for several months. And we hope to learn a lot from her too about how she sees it integrating into her desired expertise in occupational therapy. And then there's a smattering of other therapists out there in the world who've taken the course and are applying it in their practice, and that makes me feel good. So what I'm hoping for down the line is part of what we created that goes with the science course is a monthly live meeting so that we can talk about it. We can brainstorm together on how all this can be applied and how it will layer into what you already know. And when you take the course, you get 4 months of that absolutely free, no cost. And I'm so looking forward to that growing and having a group of people that are just curious and want to learn and grow. So I hope that you will continue your enthusiasm. If you're listening to this, you've got some enthusiasm about fascia, and that you'll keep talking. If you want to talk more, you can always contact me. My contact information is on the Fascia-Informed.com website, and hopefully I'll hear from somebody. Thanks. Have a great day. Thank you for tuning in to the Fascia-Informed Therapist. It's been a pleasure sharing insights and strategies to help you integrate fascia science into your practice. I'm Amy Mayer, and I hope today's episode has inspired you to explore further and take your therapeutic skills to the next level. Remember, we're committed to creating and providing top-notch, evidence-based, fascia-informed continuing education that empowers you as an occupational therapy practitioner. Stay connected with us for more enriching content, and don't forget to check out our online courses to deepen your expertise. Until next time, keep expanding your knowledge, refining your skills, and confidently applying the science of fascia to your practice. Here's to advancing together in health and wellness.